Okay, I think we're up and running. Hello, everybody. This is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design. If this is your first time here, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I do live streams, drawing live streams, and unboxing videos, and some comic reviews. That's mostly drawing stuff. And last couple of drawing live streams, I've been working on this drawing of Ms. Marvel, but this is Kamala Khan as Ms. Marvel, and if you don't recognize her, it's because I've aged her up a little, and I've had her use her superpowers in a more productive and appealing way than she usually does. If you're familiar with her, she's one of the lamest characters Marvel Comics has made over the past 20 years, and so I decided maybe I should just make her look cooler. So I am putting her in the original Ms. Marvel costume from the 1970s, and actually it's not the original. I think it's the second Ms. Marvel costume from the 1970s, and yeah. So far so good. I'm about halfway through, and so I'm looking forward to not messing it up, and hopefully it'll look pretty cool when it's done. But if this is your first time here, again, welcome. And if you would, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Give this live stream a thumbs up if you would. And also make sure to hit the bell for notifications of future videos so that next time I live stream or do something else, you'll get a heads up from YouTube. And make sure to, when you hit the bell, make sure that it's set for all notifications, not just some, because YouTube has a bad habit of not letting people know when live streams or videos get uploaded. So you gotta smack the all button. Even then, it's kind of dicey, but we'll see. Now, what I have to do is get onto my cell phone to check YouTube and see if anybody's here. There are two people here. Okay, cool. Marsupial Gamer is here. He says, "How dare you make Kamala Khan sexy? How dare I?" My goodness. I mean, she's right now, I think in the comics, she's like 18 or 19 in the comics. How dare I make her into a 20-something-year-old attractive woman? It's preposterous. Marsupial says she's not just making her hands get bigger anymore. That's right. She's finally putting her powers to good use, not just using it to look like some goofy birthday clown. Are you close to monetizing yet? Well, I not really, because even though I have over 1,000 subscribers, I need at least 4,000 watch hours within the 12-month period, within a year. And I don't have anywhere close to that. So I need to stream more. I need to put out more videos to get more people watching my content. So until I do that, until I'm able to get 4,000 hours worth of view time from people, I can't be monetized. So it's going to be a while, but hopefully this live stream will help. And what would also definitely help, is if everybody hits the like button, because YouTube's algorithm sort of works in a way that the more likes a video gets, the more YouTube will promote it. So make sure to hit the like button if you would, and also share out the stream. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, and just share out the link to the stream so that people know what I'm doing, and then more people can come, more people can watch, and the more people who watch, the more YouTube likes it, the more YouTube will promote it, and then the more people who will see it and will come in and watch it, and so on and so forth. So it's a snowball effect. So you guys help me out, that will help YouTube, and YouTube will hopefully get the ball rolling. But we'll see. Anywho, with that said, let me just make sure I have everything I need. I have I need a pen, which I left on my desk. Let me make sure that, like a dope, oops, I left the cap off, so that's always helpful. Trying to shimmy over in my chair to my drawing. Let's see, let me make sure that I have the drawing where you guys can see it while I'm working. Let's see if I work down here. Okay, let me put this here and then shift the camera down a little so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, that's better. That's mo better. Is this sharp? Is this? I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm afraid. Did you tweet this? Of course I tweeted it, Marsupial. The question is, did you tweet it? Yeah. So if you haven't already, please tweet it out. Tweet it and Facebook it and Instagram it and all that good stuff. One day I'll be monetized. That'll be cool. That'll be a neat day. All right. Where did I leave off? I left off on her bosom. The most important part. No. Let me think. Okay, let's get to it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm not going to finish this during this live stream, but I'll say I'll try to finish this figure during the live stream. This figure, the reflection, I may or may not. So we'll see. 3 people are here. That's awesome. All right, good. It's not out of ink, so I didn't ruin it. Probably put the thing over there. Unfortunately, I missed Superman and Lois tonight on the CW. I don't know if you guys watch it. I kind of like the show. It's pretty good. So I'll have to download it or stream it later on. Find out what shenanigans Superman and Lois are up to this week. Last week was kind of a it was a little depressing last week, but it was it's a good show. You guys should check it out if you haven't already. It's on the CW. It's like one of the few decent CW shows that have been on over the past decade or so. Okay.
Yet when wires are loaded with a lot of conversations, they're boosted in strength and travel some distance, something else happens. Let me show you. You see, instead of sounding like this, your voice comes out sounding like this.
All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to visualize where the shadow should be going.
I want you to meet a great new star.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Marsupial Gamer says, I did a live stream last night without my VTuber avatar, and one of my VTuber friends called me a meat tuber. What does that mean? What's a meat tuber? I know a VTuber is someone who uses those anime characters. I think that like the animated ones that sort of move when you talk. Is that what a VTuber is? What's a meat tuber? Is that when you just use your real face instead of hiding behind an anime character? That's better. That is just my chair. I was breaking my back here. I showed my real face, apparently made of meat. Yeah. Freaking meat tuber. How dare you? How dare you show your real face? They discovered that you weren't a cute 15-year-old anime girl, and are really a 40-year-old man. I can understand their shock. Let's see. Now I know. All right. Let's try this. All right. That's good. Oh, and yeah, I just found out that John Romita Sr. died. He's the classic Marvel Comics artist. I guess best known for drawing Spider-Man, taking over for Steve Ditko back in the 60s. But he was just a great artist, really well known for his romance comics back in the 1950s. Fantastic artist. And I loved his work ever since I was a kid, and I really liked him because he really did a great job making his son's artwork look fantastic. I'm not the biggest fan of his son's art, John Romita Jr., but whenever John Romita Sr. inked Jr.'s work, it looks so good. I remember when Jr. was working on X-Men back in the 80s, and I was not a big fan. I was like, oh my gosh, why do they have this guy drawing the X-Men? And then his dad inked him for, I think he inked him for an annual, and then he inked him again for one issue, like 186 or something. And the difference in the art level just went up, it went from like a 4 to like a 9. you know, just from his dad's inking. It was so good. I was really a fan of John Romita Sr. And he was also the he was like the head of he was like officially like the head of Marvel's art studio. I think he was like art director for Marvel Comics for a long time. And he, you know, just he was pretty much the Marvel style, you know, of art was sort of based on his work. So very sad. All right, let's see. Now, what did I do, and why does that look so? All right, is that? I'll figure it out. half of my work is me second guessing myself what I'm doing. So you get to enjoy the fun of hearing me vocalize my frustrations.
Thanks a lot for the story, Inspector. I'm sure we got enough.
Wow, almost dropped it. That would not be good. All right. Oh. 5 people are watching. It's getting higher.
I think the kind of music
hopefully every one of them has hit the like button and subscribed to my channel. It's completely free. Hopefully they know that. One left. Oh well. Hopefully they hit the like button before they left though. As you can tell, I draw traditionally for the most part. I don't really feel that comfortable drawing digitally, and I also don't have as much fun. I find that drawing with paper and pen and brush helps me with my control. So, because if I mess up, it's a lot harder to fix mistakes. So I tend to be a lot more careful, and also, as you can tell, it's a little slower that way, but I find it more satisfying. Let's see. Marsupial Gamer says, "Gotta go chase that monetization on my channel. Have a heckin' great stream." Okay, thanks, Marsupial. There are 3 people left, so that's good. That's about my average for the channel for a live stream. So that's cool. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Could be watching any other channel on YouTube, or you could be asleep, or you could be out partying somewhere, but you've chosen to spend some time with me, watching me draw cartoon ladies, and I appreciate that. Then there were 2. Who will be the last man standing? All right. Getting there. Ooh. Right. Let's see. There we go. Now, let's hold this up, arm's length, see how it looks. Looks okay. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Alright, come on. Alright.
swing sans peine. Mais non, l'aime-t-elle toujours autant? Si maman savait que son fils n'était pas si swing sans peine. Mais non,
Where did my other... Where did I put my other brush? Oh, there it is. All right. One person left. That might be me watching myself. I have a tendency to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still live streaming. Stream hasn't gone down, so that's good. Always have to check, because internet is not always the most reliable thing during live streams. But I hope that whoever watches this gets something out of it. Hey, the Metal's here. How you doing, Metal? Good seeing you. Your buddy and cohort, Marsupial, was here earlier. She definitely looks more like Ms. Marvel that way. Yes, I think so. If she looked like this, they would never have had to cancel her her comic book like 7 times in the last 8 years. So, you know, make a character that is appealing to comic book fans, and they'll keep buying it. Make a comic that comic book fans hate and is stupid and uses her powers in a dumb way, and no one will buy her comic, and you'll end up having to reboot her comic about once every year and a half.
But funny little birds, they had no wings. Oh, what shall we do with the funny little things?
Oh, what shall we do with the funny little things? Roast them alive. Stew them in a pot.
They can toast them, fry and roast them till fears, place and eyes, glaze till hair, swell the skin, black melts, cracking cinders lie beneath the sky. So the war shall die. 15 birds in pine-fir trees, their feathers were fanned in a fiery breeze. But funny little birds, they had no wings. Oh, what shall we do with the funny little things? Oh, what shall we do with the funny little things?
One thing I remotely liked about Khan was her initial volume. Even then, it doesn't work as a superhero story or as floppies. It was more young adult and only works as a whole trade paperback. Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, she's not. It's too. It's not a comic book that makes you want to come back every month to read the next issue. You know, it's not like you said. It's young adult. And I think I agree. I think it works better as a single sort of volume they can read in one sitting, rather than a periodical that you know have to go back to the store to read what happens next. You know, she doesn't inspire that sort of excitement. Grim here. He says this Kamala can increase the size of her chest. That's a big improvement. Yes, it is. I mean, she could do that now, but she chooses not to. She chooses to only embiggen her fists for some dopey reason, and it just makes her look dopey. So I figured, you know, let's explore her full potential, shall we? Let's see what she could be doing instead, which would actually draw in the readers and make them want to read her book. So this is my contribution to that end. If Marvel wants to borrow this idea, once they bring her back to life after having killed her because nobody really wants to read about her, then they're more than welcome to. Marvel is more than welcome to embiggen her other assets to increase their sales. She could go full Giant Man anytime she wants. Yes, that's true. It's ridiculous. I don't understand why they make this character so goofy instead of making her cool. I mean, she could be like is it Elastigirl? Who's the character from the not Metal Men, but the that group in DC Comics. It's sort of like the X-Men. It has Robot Man. It has Negative Man, and she's Elastigirl. What's that group called? I can't remember the name of their team. Anyway, she could be like her and growing to be like 40 feet high if she wanted to, and stomping on villains or doing whatever. I mean, she can change her. She's like Plastic Man, isn't she? So she can be doing 1,000 cool things with her powers, and she just runs around with giant fists, looking like a goofball. So, you know, whatever. Since her powers are cosmic, it would scale to her size. She just needs to train her willpower to not pass out after a few minutes. Doom Patrol, thank you very much. The metal. Doom Patrol. She could do that, but I don't know, Marvel. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think she's a dumb character to begin with, but if you're going to have her, you know, in Marvel comics and they're promoting her up the wazoo in every freaking format they have, from comic books to video games to live action movies, then at least you know, make good use of her power. I mean, that's the whole reason why they changed her powers to begin with in the live action show in this upcoming movie, because her powers are so kind of lame, or at least the way Marvel has been making use of them has been lame. So I guess they realized that we can't directly translate these goofy powers we've given her into live action because people will just laugh at us. So we'll just make her into sort of like a female version of Green Lantern. She basically has total cosmic shapeshifting. She could disguise herself as other people if she wants. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic does it. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, Mr. Fantastic, Plastic Man. I mean, they have the same power set. So yeah, they just didn't think it through when they let Sana Amunet, you know, sort of push this character. It's like, you know, she doesn't really have any reason to exist other than to, you know, as a self-insert for Amunet. So it's no surprise that the character is pretty much empty in terms of usefulness. All right, let's see. Generally, they just leave hers even looser than Mr. Fantastic, which is what gives even less excuse for her not doing cooler things. So she's even, I mean, her, I guess, power set, her abilities are more fluid than Reed Richards. Yeah. So there's no excuse. I mean, if that's true, then she should be able to do what Plastic Man does, right? So again, lack of originality, lack of any sort of creativity. So on Marvel's part. All right. I'll use a pen. There we go. Okay. Metal says, yeah, she doesn't actually stress. She fully changes her mass and form. It's kind of broken if the writers actually knew what they were doing. Yeah. Well, I honestly don't think that they know what they're doing, because I from what little I know of her, they've been hiring writers based on a religion, based on the fact that these writers are Muslim, rather than based on that they're good writers because the character is Muslim. I think that is one of the stupidest things in terms of hiring writers for a comic book. You know, because it's not they're writing a superhero story. They're not writing a superhero story about someone who happens to be Muslim. They're not writing a Muslim story about someone who has superpowers. If that makes sense. So I'd much rather have someone like Chuck Dixon writing this book than someone who doesn't know anything about writing superheroes or comic books just because they happen to go to mosque. The medal says, yeah, the ID politics style of hiring has led to some of the worst stories in comic history. Now, granted, there are some really bad comic books written by actual comic book professionals. Like, what was it? What was the really bad one? One Last Day or One More Day, the one written by John Skorensky, the guy who created Babylon 5. Terrible story. So, but you are correct. That's sort of what would you call it? Identity politics hiring. What is it called? It's called diversity hires. Diversity hires are terrible. Hire people based on the quality of the work and their actual qualifications, not based on their ethnicity or their religion or who they're sleeping with. That's just moronic. Is this the right pen? We'll see. We'll find out. One More Day can die in a fire and take everyone with it. Yes. They've ruined Spider-Man. It's been probably 20 years since that came out, isn't it? And they're just it destroyed the character so much. It's just, in terms of the comic book, it's just I'm still mad about it. It took perfectly good characters and just flushed them down the toilet just because they did not want Peter Parker to grow up. The dumbest decision ever made. In at least, I'm trying to think of a dumber decision in terms of a major comic book character they've made in the comics. Uh, 2007, so not quite 20, but getting close. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking, should I put, should probably just leave it alone for now. I'm thinking about whether I should ink this line on her leg. The things I stress over. This light pencil line, should I ink that or should I just erase it and leave it so she doesn't look too muscular? I'll leave it for now. I won't ink it in yet. Metal says, I blame Civil War since it gave the opportunity for one more day. Was Civil War before I thought that was after One More Day, Civil War. If Civil War was 2007, wasn't I mean sorry, if One More Day was 2007. No, you're right. You're right, because it was a One More Day was the spin-off of Civil War after Peter revealed his identity to the world, and that's what caused Aunt May to get shot. Blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Do I blame Civil War? No, I don't. I blame Joe Quesada, because he's the one who allowed it. So they could have easily fixed it some other way. I mean, having Peter make a literal deal with the devil was so antithetical to who Spider-Man is. You know, the whole great power comes great responsibility thing. He would not be that stupid to sacrifice his marriage and the life of their unborn child for his elderly aunt, who every other week is on her deathbed. It makes no sense. So, yeah, I blame Joe Quesada. All right, what time is it? It's 2:15. I'll do her head. I'll ink her head, and then I think I'll probably stop after that, because I don't want to mess this up. It's kind of early in the morning, and I fear that me being tired might affect my drawing. Let's see. Put my glasses on straight. That will help. Metal says, yeah, but in Civil War, almost every character didn't act like themselves, and they've been acting like that since, including Peter. I also blame Joe because he allowed all of it. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it was kind of a mess. Okay. Let's see. Ah. So far, so good. I haven't screwed it up, but don't underestimate my ability to do so. All right. Let me try a different pen. Ah. right. Think. All right, that's better. Hey, Jeff Potts is here. How you doing, Jeff Potts? Jeff Potts is probably up late in the evening, early morning, writing like a demon, trying to put out his next genius novel. He's the author of The Revenant and the Tomb, which you can find on Amazon.com. So, Metal says, see, if this were made a full cover with background assets from a room, I'd be enticed to read it on this image alone. See, Marvel, see what you're missing out on. Give me a call, hire me. I'll be able to sell even copies of Ms. Marvel for you. 3 people are watching. Oh my gosh, what happened? I went from 1 person to 3 in like a minute and a half. They must all be here to watch me screw up this drawing of Kamala Khan as Ms. Marvel. Let's see. I forgot what I was doing. I was drawing her head. I chased 1 person away. It's probably Jeff Potts. I scared Jeff Potts away. I scared him away. Nah, I need a different pen. This one. All right.
I think of fire in connection with emotions, because when you become stirred up, when your emotions control your actions, it affects not only yourself, but the people around you. Psychologists find that control of emotions can be gained by understanding the stimulus-response pattern. When you have certain experiences, you respond with various stimulus response. Just as this sort of stimulus produces this sort of involuntary response.
All right.
Nature endows us at first with three general patterns of emotional response. Rage is the response to the primary stimulus of force, something interfering with our behavior.
Be careful.
Fear is the response to
Gotta be careful.
or loss of support. And the emotional response to love is usually the result of a show of affection or faith. And these seem to be the emotions with which we start love. Then as we grow up, many everyday things and social situations
Is this it?
are associated with these factors.
This is it.
His bones are now crumbled, his armor is shriveled, his splendor is humbled. Oh, Jalal-Valley, here down in the valley of God. Swords shall be rusted, and throne and crown perish, with strength that they trusted, and wealth that they cherish. Oh, Jalal-Valley, here down in the valley of God. The stars are far brighter than gems without measure. The moon is far whiter than silver in treasure. And leaves are yet swinging, and elves are yet singing. Come back to the valley of God. Where are you going so late in return? Winter is close, the stars are all burning. Down in the valley, here down in the valley of God.
Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Got the main figure done. Got the head on the reflection done. So that's looking pretty good so far. I haven't messed it up too badly. What I need to do, I need to establish some reflection lines on the mirror, sort of cutting into the figure. So I need to figure out exactly where I want those to go, so it actually looks like a reflection and not like her twin sort of looking through a doorway. Which would be cool, but you know, I want to I want to actually have a reflection, so I need to sort of figure out where I want those to go. Some are going to be behind the figure, some are going to be in front of it, but I got to do that before I ink it. So Jeff Potts has been here this whole time, not saying a word, just been lurking in the shadows. Jeff Potts says, well, I got a bolt. I have a meeting in the morning. Later on. You take care, Jeff Potts. You stay out of trouble. The metal is glaring. I don't know why he's glaring, but, or maybe he's talking about the glare from the reflection. I don't know. Only the shadow knows for sure. All right. This is a good preliminary. Now, I won't have any reflections obscuring her gluteus maximus, her embiggen sections, but I will have some. So, as for reflection lines are, says the metal, it's just glare. Whatever. I got to figure out where I want to put those lines. So, I'll do that. I'll sleep on it and figure it out. Okay. But guys, thanks for watching. The metal, Jeff Potts, thanks for watching. I think that those are the only two who are left who have survived me drawing for the last, I don't know how long I've been drawing, about an hour or so. So I appreciate you hanging out, keeping me company, and I will see you guys later on today, probably. That's when I'll be live streaming next. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications of future videos, and hit the like button on your way out. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys, fairly soon, so you can watch me finish this off. Okay? You guys take care. Stay out of trouble.